Welcome back. This is, of course, the continued adventures of Tiryllia. And this is going to be our second episode. Guess we are in Ered. Luin is probably a more accurate description than saying we're in Selendin. So Ered, Luin, let's fix that. Because actually, when last we left Tiryllia, they were sending us mostly up the road a little bit to Middleearth. But this was a quest we wanted to read, is why I hadn't. Oh, we got a bottle of wine. Because we helped so much with acquiring the wine and helping them get the resources to build the wine cask. I am real quickly jumping into my kin. Discord channel. Alright. Just in case anybody needs us. Alright, so let's talk to Terron. I don't think, let's see, Prologue left us with... He's wanting to declare open war against the goblins. All the goblins. I'm sorry. All the dwarves of Ered Luin, because he believes his son was taken by the dwarves. That's what the goblin leader told us. Leaving Middleearth.
Will you lend me your ear?
And if you didn't see the first video, what we're trying to do is, although I am reading many of the text quests myself, I tend to be a pretty fast reader, so I'm trying to just sort of summarize. I will read some important parts, but mostly just summarize what's going on. This is a bit of a leisurely stroll through LOTRO, but not so leisurely. We're of course playing the hunter class, and we'll talk more about traits here in just a minute. All right, this is Terron. He's talking about his brother. I believe his brother is Bregar. It's time for them to leave and sail to the west. His brother is not seeing clearly, he believes, and wishes to remain here. So there's never been a time that they haven't been together. He can't imagine leaving Middleearth without him, yet he sees it so clearly that it is in fact time for them to leave. Alright, nothing else for us to do here. While we're on this stroll up the road here, let's do look at our trait master. So we're putting points into bowmaster, and we'll as soon as we get more points we'll do that. However, let's see if it lets us switch here. We also did want to try huntsman, and now that we have points we actually can do that. We'll keep on the road towards our destination, and I will just try not to have us fall off this cliff. This may be a dangerous... This plan may be full of folly. If we were going to play as huntsman, I wanted to see kind of where we would first put our points. At least while I'm leveling this tune. Oh, we came off our horse. That's why the speed had suddenly slowed down so much. Why are we not getting back on our horse? Oh, because we changed trees, specs. Okay, so first of all, for congruency's sake, we are using the festive Azure Drake. I mean, Azure Drake. I've been playing too much LOTRO. Festive Azure Horse. So let's put that there so when we're in this alternate spec, we do have the ability to mount and dismount pretty relatively easily. All right, now let's look at this. does knock you off every time you choose. Alright, so the first choice would be impact arrows, so range damage in general. or faster skill inductions. Man, both of those are so good. But for now, let's just go for damage, I think. Those are both so good. We're going to want both of them. Alright, you know what? Let's see. Where are our abilities? Are they in the right places? Melee attack dealing additional damage if it suffered barbed arrow already. Quick shot. This is focus. I actually want to switch those so it's congruent with the other one. This is a ranged skill. This gets more powerful every time we use it. And we do still have penetrating shot, I guess. Swift blow. Adds 2 focus. So that may actually... Oh, this is tracking, which we've already got that up here. This is maybe... See, let's try switching some stuff around here. I don't know how much we're going to use barrage. We really need to... Alright, so let's see if, like, typical pull here, if we do swift bow. Now, the thing about blue line, and this is like the reason to do it, right, is that you can keep moving. Alright, so swift blow is pretty fast induction. What's going to be more powerful? Doing more damage per shot? How long does it take to do barrage? Oh, it's an instant shot. It just takes a certain amount of focus. And you can't do focus while moving, which is unfortunate. But everything else you can do while moving. So from what I'm seeing, I am thinking that actually having the damage go up is going to be more impactful initially. Although, you know, obviously skill inductions being less will be great too. So we're going to try Huntsman. I have a feeling that they're both going to feel so powerful at early levels that it's not going to matter. But I just like that idea of, hey, let's just keep moving. Like, when we start getting into content where we're really fighting a bunch of orcs and stuff, like, to be able to just, you know, hit a couple things with dots and then move on to other targets knowing that they're, you know, going to be down before they reach us anyway. I don't know how realistic that is, but in my mind that seems possible. So, all right, so we've got some things to do here. I guess we'll take all the loot for now. We are going to bind. We're going to move our bind point as we go. And that's a good point, or a good issue to look at real quick, is under K, somewhere will be our milestone skills. And travel to personal. I'm thinking we're going to keep all of our travel skills over here. Out of the way, helps declutter things a little bit. I think that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's find out who all we need to talk to.
What do you need?
Okay, so this is a continuation of the quest we did before, where we actually delivered the sigil or some kind of mark of Elrond to an area and cleared out a rune.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
As we just ding and hit 11 there. And this person actually wants us to do something very similar. Now, this is where we have to start making decisions. I think we will quest until something gets gray, and then we're gonna... And then we'll stop. Okay. So he wants us to go gather the runes of Dol Ring West. Sorry, gather the herbs to then take to those runes. So the herbs are not at the runes. The herbs are actually going to be right over here. But let's go figure out, where do we go to talk to all these other good folks? guess it is out here, like out and then around. We have some branches to gather. We are doing crafting on this beautiful tune. Speaking of beautiful tunes. Man, I really like... Oh, we don't have on that one yet. I like the blue, but this is my favorite hunter outfit that we have right now. Yes, it doesn't match our blue horse, but we're going to try that for a little bit. Alright. So this is Dolingal. Gift for a friend. This is bringing the wine.
Friend, and well met.
We're not going to wear that cloak. Now, you do want to... not at lower levels, you don't have to worry about it as much. As you get higher levels, you do want to try on things, because with the cosmetic system, sometimes even quest reward gear ends up looking pretty good. Alright. No follow-up quest, which is fine. Whoa.
The sorrows of the Eldar.
Alright, so this is the leaving Middle-earth quest. Alright, so he's basically saying, look, I think our calling is to stay here and help defend Middle-earth. I know my brother wants to leave, but I'm not done yet.
Will you lend me your ear?
Search the cairn for the broken sword. He basically, I think, is wanting you to get this sword.
Spare a moment of your time.
And then while we're at Dol Ring West, eventually they do want us to slay goblins over there as well. What's the text, the quest flavor here? Help his heart feel at peace, his brothers as well, if we slay those goblins. Alright, and here's another.
What can I do for you?
This is Durangar Whitehorn, and this is the prologue. So more important to read the main story quest than anything else. He's saying he understands how tragic this is with his son, but he's not going to call his warriors to arms just yet. Cardivar is full of anger, but he needs to use restraint. He's saying, hey, this could be a trick of the goblins. We need to make sure this is even true, that the dwarves took his son. He wants us to go along the road to Gondaman and tell Gaelthin of what has happened. She and myself must learn the truth of Arvathal's whereabouts and rescue him if he's a prisoner. If he's harmed or we're unable to free him, then we'll call upon our warriors, but not before, he's saying. Not before. I think the next thing we need to do while we're here is to go get those herbs. And I don't know, so there's a way you can get down there. Yeah, I think this works. I think this eventually gets you there. They are gonna be down there and down there. I don't know which will be easiest to get to. We don't want to just jump off. There is a path down. I'm just not remembering right now. Where the path begins. Maybe, perhaps it's over here. This looks pathy. Whoa. Alright, we're in blue, so we can shoot him while we're moving. And again, if we're going to be in blue, we need to take advantage of it. When we're doing things like this where we've had to get off our horse anyway, if we see mobs around, might as well shoot them while we're running to the next area that we need to go to. Alright, that's all the herbs we need to get. One thing I haven't quite decided is how I'm going to handle crafting in terms of the actual gathering. Not gathering, but production of things. There certainly are moments of that which can be interesting, and it's definitely like a part of our character's development, but it is also has its moments of feeling very, very grindy. So maybe not the most exciting content, but if we can sort of mix it in and not try to do it all at once, that might be the way to go. Maybe try to time bio breaks around it some. I don't know. Alright, we've got the herbs, so I think after we get the herbs, all of our quests will be sending us, or most of them, except for the main quest line, will be sending us over to this ruin. So it'll be a good opportunity to do a bunch of quests in the same location, which it's actually quite nice when that works out. We're going to put this outfit back on. So one thing we need to change, ooh, I missed it. One thing we need to change about the about this outfit when we wear it is I think we need to hide the helm. That helm is just not my favorite. Okay. Here's the cleansing drop.
How can I be of service? Will you lend me your ear?
He's saying he cannot bring himself to destroy this place that he once loved, so... It's basically going to have these vines that are going to just overtake the runes.
Stay a moment.
And he wants us to kill Durglop while we're in the runes. It's part of cleansing the evil from the lands. Alright, that's a forge. Is this a workbench? Yeah. Speaking of crafting, let's just take a quick look here and see, just from the little bit that we've gotten already. So, of course, you can do the leather, which we've gotten 3 of. And you see how quickly this is leveling up. In the early levels, Apprentice is the first one, of course. It does just go really quickly. And it seems like it's going to be quite fast and easy to level up, but believe me, things do slow down for you as you get to higher levels, even with this new processing thing that they have. And we can look and make sure that like we can't make a bow that's better. Actually, we can. So, what do we need just to get a rough leather wrapping? Let's get a rough leather wrapping. Might as well in the few moments, I mean, mostly it's not going to happen until in-game, because once we start getting lots of gear.
May I help you?
Alright, so let me just remind myself here, rough leather wrapping. But for the time being, if we can make something that is actually beneficial to us, might as well, right? Alright, we just need one of those. And it'd be great to wait and do it till we have mastery. We can always make another one at that time. So now we're whittling, and that is part of the processing. And like I talked about last video, we're really, by processing, just think of it as we're practicing doing the trade, reusing the same materials over and over. It helps us get better and better more quickly because you're not actually required to make all of the items that in the past you would have had to before they made that change. Alright, so we've got the stronger... Alright, that'll be the last one. We've got the stronger bow on now. I think as we're heading out here, we should just get rid of our garbage items.
How may I be of service to you?
I think we will keep our task items at least while we're in the area that they can be turned in case we do tarry long enough to actually use them. Do we have 2 earrings on? We do not, so we need to equip that. And all those are tasks. We also should put the mushrooms in a slot where we... That was my tracking ability that I just deleted on accident. Alright. Very good. And we're good to go. Let's head over to the ruins. Things are chasing us, so we may get interrupted here. Well, it's a good opportunity to gather something with our axe out, since we're not on horseback for a minute here. Everything is just kind of getting one-shotted right now, isn't it? Which is... won't last forever, but it's fun now, isn't it? Okay, so we've entered into the area. Alright, what takes more focus? 3, 3... Gotta remember, we've got several things to do in here. There's one thing we need to interact with. We found the broken sword. I'm thinking something else might have been over here. Oh yeah, this is one of the towers. I got you. So we use these on the towers. Oh, this is the tower. Okie dokie. So right click on that item and use it. So one drought has been used. Let's head over here. I think this is where we want to be. There's Durglop. Wow. So we got Goblin Slayer Advanced, and finishing that will give us Zeal. We got LOTRO points and rep with Thorin's Hall for finishing the first level of it. I think we've completed everything over here. Yeah, I think so. So if we were a scholar, that's one of the items you would want to gather as a scholar. Oh. Okay.
How can I be of service?
Okay, so that was for defeating the lead goblin.
What can I do for you?
And for putting all the vines down. So this is now sending us on to the next area to talk to Glamir. It says it's their youngest brother. So there's two sets of brothers here that we're interacting with. And we did get those agility earrings that would be better than the fake ones for us. Woodworking recipe for Javelin.
Grey is the shadow upon my heart.
And we'll take the vitality.
A shadow is on my spirit. Will you lend me your ear?
So bring Thorim's sword to Langlis. Okay, so excuse me 1 second. Alright, bring Thorm's sword to Langla. So he's wanting to give it to a ranger who can basically take care of it, because he is coming around, I think, to believing that maybe it is time to leave Middle-earth. So the first place we need to go to is here for that quest we were just talking about, and that's Thrasy Lodge, which has a stable master, so that's a good spot to get either way.
I am at your service.
What can I do for you?
Okay. So this is talking to Langlis, turning this in. Brigar sent this. He will honor the memory. So he's still trying to help him convince his brother to remain. So it is sending us back to Duland. Okay.
I'm sorry to trouble you.
Collect the stolen bow.
Help me.
Anything that involves a stolen bow as a hunter, we probably ought to collect. Okay. That's sending us, I believe, over in here. Yeah.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Search the abandoned bear den. So we're trying to save any cubs that survived. The Hendravel, or those mean birds, were attacking. I don't think this is fast travel.
Greetings, traveler.
No. Let's go do the bear den while we're here before heading back down to Duland. Well, I guess we got this. It's out of, let's see, increases our movement speed. The Hendravel Slayer. I remember I've done that a few times. I think for maybe... I actually don't remember what class. I don't remember what that gives you, but it gives you something. One of the virtues that you want for some classes at least. I remember doing that intentionally in the past. Alright, this is what we search. And then we need to defeat birds so that the cubs can come out, feel comfortable coming out. I don't remember, the first level of this might be like 30 birds. For the Slayer deed, not for the quest, obviously. I don't guess we have a Slayer killing bear cubs for anything, do we? Talk to Glamir. I guess we could go up there. While we're looking for birds. Since we're almost there anyway. Let's see how close we are on the... Yeah, we're 15 out of 20 just on the... Slayer Deed. It's a dwarf, but not the friendly type. Brigand. So they are going to give us several more quests in here. Here's one we need to talk to for...
Megovanen.
So this is the third brother of the ones who are cleaning out the runes.
Swilad Milan, will you stay a moment?
Defeat white. Seems pretty straightforward.
You may be of service to me.
And more whites. Okay.
Stay a moment.
Spiders.
Mind my words, traveler.
Okay.
Will you help me?
Oh yeah, we're looking for a trophy off of one of the whites.
Come and stay a moment.
Poor Bercy. Okay. Rescue Bercy. Well... I do want to complete the one quest before we get too involved in all of the stuff up here, because really we're progressing through this zone pretty quickly, both in terms of our level and moving through the quest lines. So and it may be that Hendriville could have respawned. Perhaps not. Alright, we completed level 1 of the Slayer Deed. And partially I wanted to do that because I wanted to remember why it was that we were going after this particular Slayer Deed on the other character. Okay. Don't know if we turn the quest in here. We do. So the Lynx Cub... so cute. Alright, we collected the Lynx Club. We are now feather foe. Alright. Here is your poor cub.
Well met, friend. Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
Cub is hungry. Go find a rabbit. Okay. So where is it? Let's see. I don't know if we're close enough to Dillon that it'll show up. Yeah. But again, it's... we already
Well
looked at this
met,
one.
friend.
Alright, I guess we'll go this way because I think we get the traps that we can get that rabbit out of are down here. I know in the past I've had to look through a lot of traps before. We'll see if they've changed the drop rate, or maybe we'll just get a little luckier this time. That was weird. It said it was too far away, but then it started doing it. Two more traps, at least that I see. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's finish going back to Dillon here. I guess we probably do have points to put in now. And I think because of the amount of damage we're doing, it's fine / great to be in Huntsman for now. We may need to switch to red later on, but for now, Huntsman I think is good.
The shadow is on my spirit.
We'll take vitality, I guess.
Might you spare me time?
Wow, 13. Destination Breeland. Alright. If his brother doesn't understand this, then they are fated to part, he says. We will take the quest to travel to Breeland, because that will be the next kind of where we go when we finish up at this zone. So he is wanting us to go all the way down there. Isn't he? Not that it's that far, but... Okay.
My heart cannot sing today.
Does Brigar still endeavor to turn aside my path? There's much to be done before we go. I'll not carry my pain aboard the white ships. Thank you for helping me to understand, Tiryllia. So he has decided to stay with his brother. Happy days.
How can I be of service?
Okay, so the only swift travel we have in this area is to Thorin's Gate. Which is way up there. Really no reason to do that. I basically just want to go back to Thrasi's Lodge. So we will head that way. The next one is 15. Slayer Deed is worth holding on to. Healing Pot for now is worth holding on to. Enhanced XP supply. And more. Remove fear and all that other stuff. Potions. Okay. Sorry, I'm having to deal with some work stuff, but nothing too serious. Hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, so we need to go get the bow. I don't know. Kind of looking in terms of the difficulty level of quests. We could do them in that order. it is possible that before we can even finish all these quests, we may out-level them, but maybe not. Once they get light blue, I don't think they're giving us that much XP anymore.
Welcome. You've come at a most fortuitous time.
Alright, so we're where is he? Prolonged Emissary. Oh, he's actually up there. So it'll be a little bit before they send us up there. Let's just track these right now. So, I know we're supposed to go get... Yeah, let's go do that. Get off me, brigand. We need 6 of these. What is still coming after us? Four, 5, 6. Ooh, is that one glitched? There we go. Bear's not going to be happy with us. Alright, I think we should just go back down and turn this in because it was pretty low level to us, and we'll now get to see the lynx and her cub stretch their legs a bit, I believe.
At your service. And your families. I would be grateful for your assistance. I am at your service. At your service.
Okay.
And your families.
We completed that quest line. Alright, let's go get that bow first. And we will definitely be coming back down here, although one of the trips down here will be an instanced trip, if I remember correctly.
I'm sorry. Did you need something? I don't know if you can help me.
Megovanen, mind my words, traveler.
Late starts. It's great. I feel like I'm French kissing it every time I drink, but besides that, it's great. I actually like that it's fairly quiet, and I like the speed in which water comes out. So I'm good with it. So I have a tendency to drink water too fast, I think. But yeah, I think it's good. This has been a fairly, I mean, it's been good. We've made some progress, but it's also, I've been a little distracted. So it's probably not the best time for me to be playing this character, because this is, so I think what we'll do is we'll finish up these quests we're doing here, and then we'll let this wrap it up, because it's been pretty long anyway. And then I'll keep streaming, but we'll probably play something else or play a different character for now. Kind of save this character for when I'm not getting distracted by things from work. When is that? Sunday at 4. Bless you. Thought there was something we were supposed to do here, but I guess not. Maybe we come back and do it.
Where is the elf sword? Did we already get that?
It is like crazy how OP, and a lot of classes are this way. I mean, I'm especially thinking of like minstrels. At this level, it's kind of a joke, but it's fun. And if you've been playing this game for a long time, you've played through this content a lot of times, so it's kind of okay that it's a little bit of a cakewalk, but you can't get too used to it because things get a lot more difficult later on. Alright, what is this? This removes diseases. You know, I'm going to start getting rid of some of these removing diseases things that we're getting out of those gift boxes. Where's the 5 one? This one. So we just gained another level, got a new ability. We also got another point, do a little more damage, which is nice. I guess we will every few levels switch back to red though, just so we can keep up with the abilities and points and stuff. So we're now the Indomitable. And because of how slow we're going, I think we've got a pretty good chance of reaching whatever the last one is, level 20 or whatever, without dying. As long as we don't do anything crazy. Let's just track nearby quests. So we must have finished the elf sword, no? Yes, we did. So we already found that. So we really need to go down to wherever the spiders are. I think that's kind of what we're missing up here. We don't need these guys, do we? No. I don't know. It may be like around and then in. I feel like there's other quests you pick up when you even start doing quests in this area in the first place. And I don't always do these spider quests, but we're doing damage. Like, it's going to be... Oh, this actually switches to a different type of wood. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Interesting-ish. Webs of Sorrow and Sickening of the Land is what we're working on now. Ash branches, is that the one we can get? Nope. Wow. So we do need to at least get to proficiency level so we can continue to... So yeah, I think it's in here. I think this is where you go. Yeah, there's silver, so this is definitely the next level of crafting. I'm wondering, maybe it's better to, instead of actually stopping to get focused, just going ahead and... This is not at all what I'm remembering, but let's see what barb does. Let's see if it barbs it down. We can also use this, which takes the barb off but does a lot of damage. Yeah, I must be in the wrong place. Made our way all the way down to the riverside here. A lot of task items. I don't remember if there's a task board here, but I'm sure there is here in this area. Let's figure out what we're missing about this spider zone. I thought it was down below, and maybe it is. Maybe we just took a wrong turn. This looks more like it, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it's... I don't know how. Focus got interrupted somehow. Oh, we completed the cook quest and we didn't even mean to. Okay. I think we finished everything that we were going to do. Slayer and Explorer gives you a bunch of marks, a key, and a box. We did just get a bunch of charity though, which, because of the amount of it, we should make sure that is one we have. Yeah, we do have that equipped. Okay. I guess one way you can finish Slayer deeds here is by running the skirmish. It takes place in this zone, right? I do believe that is correct. Now, these guys might have follow-up quests for us. I'd be surprised if they didn't.
Megovanen.
It's not terrible for a early level cloak. Now remember, even if you can't use the mace, which apparently we can't use maces, that doesn't mean we couldn't use it as cosmetic. We might be able to. I'd have to double check that.
Greetings to you.
Let's see what this cloak looks like. Yuck. No shoes or whatever.
How can I be of service?
I wonder what this club looks like. Oh, is that a... It's actually a staff. Interesting.
How can I be of service?
What do you want? Will you help me?
Alright. So he wants us to take it somewhere else.
Greetings to you. Megovanen, might you spare a moment of your time?
Alright, this may be... It's close. It may be worth doing. Look at those blue feathers on top. Alright, let's see where... Standing Stone, we can get there pretty quickly since that's the only follow-up quest. We will go do that. As we aggro the whole field. Now, is there a deed for this? Oh, there's not. Okay. Well, we'll just ignore them then. Thought there might have been. In a lot of places there would be. We're gonna go ahead and clear this out only because we're gonna fight a guardian-ish. Okay, we do take it back to the same place. So we're almost 15 with just a few more quests to do in this area. So next time we play this character, we'll be wrapping up Ered Luin, I would think. I know that we go here, Gondaman, and I guess if we want to do a lot of those quests, which we could be there for a little while, but it's not that long until everything is pushing us towards Bree. We have that one quest already sending us there.
Swilad Melon.
May I help you?
It's really close here. The crit rating is nice though. It's more in line with what we would typically want to get. That's actually an improvement. Okay. Yeah, so our next journey will be to travel up to Gondaman. Unless they may send us down here one time first. I can't remember when those two things happen. See if we can track down another bird. I just want to see how close we are on the advanced. We've got to be getting fairly close. Maybe halfway there on advanced or something. This will tell us. Yep, we're over halfway there. And that's 15. So give us another trait point. Which that also... I think that changes that. Look at this bear come up. Aggressive thing. Okay. We do need to remember that though, just how close we are, because it would be a waste not to finish that. Just need 7 more. 6 more. Okay. Another quest taking us to 3.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Yeah, and that is an improvement. So we're actually starting to get gear that's an improvement. We hit 15, so we can open up our next gift box. We already have that in our personal house, so we're not going to use a second one. We don't need those. So, let's see. Yeah, the only quest we have is the one taking us to Ghanaiman. Alright, this is a good time to wrap up. This is a good time to wrap up. Alright, so we did make more progress with Tiryllia. And thanks as always for watching. I'm going to actually go AFK just for a few minutes. Then I think we'll come back and we'll probably play some